Hey guys, B-Man here. Have a laugh.
Kill him.
Run him over.
I did, he didn't die.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, wait, how did he not take any damage from us hitting?
I know. Bro, after this game, I gotta add you.
Me?
You.
No, I only have friends as real people in this.
Down.
Emotional, damn it!
Hey guys, B-Man here. Welcome to today's video. Today we've got an awesome one for you guys. What we have today is the Modern Warfare weapons with Dragon's Breath, 12 gauge Dragon's Breath working, guys. Yes, they removed this item because it's too overpowered and too broken and not balanced, and instead of just balancing it, they actually restricted the item and made it not work for most people. But there's still a way to get it working. So today's video, I've got some gameplay with the Dragon's Breath shotgun working so you can see it working and see it in action, and then we'll get in and I'll show you guys how to get this working for yourself. So with that said, smash that like button for me, subscribe if you're not already. We'll have a quick word from about today's sponsor and then we'll get straight into this. If you want to unlock Dark Matter, Abyss and Nebula camos in Black Ops 6 or grind them extremely quickly in bot lobbies, be sure to check out mw2. They're the biggest and most reliable in Call of Duty, which will help you with weekly events and rare bundle codes for Xbox, PlayStation and PC. Browse their 1500 verified Trustpilot reviews and thousands of personalized vouchers. They're the go for all your things Call of Duty. Use code BMAN for 5% off, and thanks mw2 for sponsoring today's video.
They'll need to survive.
Oh, in the next building. I got you.
I got the stairs.
Oh no.
Oh, he's got a fire shotgun or something.
Check back here. Okay.
Yeehaw! Yeah, thanks for that. My shoulders are tired. Fire shotgun down here still. Oh, he's on me out.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Guys.
Oh! Ah! Motherfucker, I ran out of fucking bullets.
Oh shit! You got a few of them going there. He's in the bottom here. Outside. Inside.
Loadout drop headed your way. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. No more fire.
Ah! I fucking cut it with a.
Oh.
Well, fucking shotgun. Fuck off.
Dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Use a real gun, man. Fuck.
What happened?
You got nailed by a ranger from the bush.
Oh wait, just fucking lined me up. Fucking rammed it straight in me.
Fucking snipe.
Gotta love it when they ram it in deep with no lube.
Oh yeah, you like that, boys? You like when I snipe, boys? Yeah? Yeah, shit,
Ranger, we love it as much as your mum does at the pub.
Enemy
on a Friday.
soldier incoming.
Yeah.
All of our mums are sick, otherwise they wouldn't be here, would they? Dipshits.
So funny. You're so funny. You can only pull mum jokes out.
Sorry, I just had to stick with the bag.
What you got? Tell me one you got.
Oh! Prone on the stairway and you still died. Prone on the stairway. Wow. Wow. And you still died.
Shotgun gun. Ha! Shotgun, bro. Sorry, boys. That's my fault.
Okay guys, you've seen the gameplay, you've seen it working and everything, now it's time to explain it all. Now we're going to go over some of the requirements that you will be required to meet to be able to even be able to start doing this. Now, number one requirement is to be able to have a blueprint, well not blueprints, just have a gun with camos saved onto it that wipe out of your class when you try and equip that gun. So that's camos that your profile has not ever unlocked on any gun before. So generally that's going to mean you're somebody that's duped the camo from your friend who unlocked the camo that you have not unlocked, and when you try and use that camo like this, you put the gun into your class and then you come over like here and you come back to that class and that gun is no longer in that class, it's swapped back to what was in there previously. That is a requirement, okay? But you also need a second gun. So you have one gun that has the camo that you're not able to use and it wipes out, but you will be able to use it, but you have to do a glitch to use it. But that camo on that gun is required to be able to make this work. If you try and do this with a camo that does not wipe, like this camo here, I don't own this camo, I've never unlocked it, but I can put this camo into my class and it will not wipe out. I cannot do this glitch using this camo here. I have to use a camo that wipes out when I equipped it. So that is a requirement. You either have that or you don't. If you cannot get that into your class and you do not have access to that, then you will not be able to do what I'm going to show you. But if you do have this thing, this requirement, then you will be able to go on to the next step. The next step is you need to save another gun. This gun does not need a camo on it that wipes out. This gun can have any camo on it, that does not matter. What this gun here has to have is one attachment on it. The other gun that has the camo that you are not allowed to use has to have no attachments on it and be a base gun, not a variant of the gun. The one that has the attachment on it has to also be a base gun and not a variant of the gun, but it does need to have an attachment. So you're going to need to have two variants saved, well, two custom mods saved of a base gun, one with no attachments and a camo that wipes, and the other one with one attachment on it and any camo on it at all. Okay, now that is the requirements for this to be able to do this. Then what we're going to have to do is we set up our class and we'll load in, say I'll have this gun here, right? Then what we will do is as soon as we load into game in the pre-lobby, this class here is going to have as my secondary, I'm going to put my Dragon Breath shotgun. As my primary, I just run whatever gun I want set up as it's set up already. So this gun here will spawn in with all of these attachments. The only difference of this gun here is going to be I'm going to be able to run the camos that are locked and that wipe on this gun. So we're going to be running this gun right here with a nuke camo on it, because this camo here would wipe if I was to try and just equip this on a gun. I would not normally be able to run that camo. But what's going to happen is I'm going to be able to run that nuke camo on the AMAX, and then after I get the nuke camo to show up on the AMAX, I can run anything in this class. In the aspect of any camo that would wipe, I could either just go along and put that in my class, but also what that means is I can also choose to go along and run Dragon's Breath shotgun in that class, and it won't wipe. So right now, if I was to try and equip Dragon's Breath shotgun into that class right now and come to here, it would just wipe out, the same as the camos I do not own. Unfortunately, you will not be able to use the Dragon's Breath to be able to do this glitch, to be able to make originally glitch it out to make them start working. Sorry guys, you'll need a camo you do not have. So with that said, that's how this is going to work. After I show you all of this, I'll get in and I'll show you guys how to get the actual Dragon's Breath on shotgun. But first off, I'm going to show you guys how to get the shotgun to actually spawn in game when you've got it already set up. So you'll just need to go along and set yourself up a shotgun with Dragon's Breath on it, and then you'll be able to use it. So we'll go in, and as you see here, we've got this here and it has Dragon's Breath. Now you can't just go along and equip this. I'll have to show you next how to equip the Dragon's Breath into here, but then first off we'll go in game and we'll show you how to get this to spawn in game. And guys, a big new information for the camo swap is, especially for the multiplayer, to stop your gun wiping the camo after death and going back to a gun with no camo. Make sure that the gun that you're trying to run that camo on is a blueprint gun. It needs to be a blueprint for the camo to stick to it all game long. If it's not a blueprint, the camo won't stick to it all game long after death. So that's a big addition too. So for this one here, if you're trying to run camos that you don't own, like the nuke camos and stuff like that in Battle Royale, you run it on blueprint guns. So I'm going to load in with this gun here, and this is the gun we're going to run it on, and as you see, this is a blueprint. Okay, we're loading in, and this you can do in the pre-lobby before Battle Royale. That's why you see the gameplay. I'm using it in Battle Royale. You'll just do this in the time of the pre-lobby that you have to edit your class. So what you do is you load in, you select the class. Then hovering in the air, you come in and you go along and you select the gun with the camo that wipes. Then you back out to this point, and then you go back into your loadouts. Then you go along, and in that same class, you select the gun with the one attachment. You back out to this screen here, then you go back in, and the third thing you do is you select the camo that wipes again. Now that camo is going to be able to be run on the gun that was there before you done those three selections. Now we can back out of here, then we can come in, and now we can go along and we can equip our shotgun that we're not allowed to run. So then we go along and we equip our shotgun. As a bonus, you can also go along and you can equip a melee weapon with a camo on it you're not allowed as well. Now obviously you'll be able to do this a lot faster. I'm taking my time so I can do it slowly to explain it. But really, in reality, this just takes a matter of seconds, and it's really quick, really easy to do. And then you can just load in. When you buy your loadout in Battle Royale and stuff like that, it'll work perfectly. It'll spawn from your loadout and everything, like you guys see. And even as you see here, we'll load down and we'll have it all game long. We can even edit a different class as well if we've got enough time in Battle Royale, and you can edit multiple classes as well. But just be aware that how this works is you need to do that 3 swap with the primary first, and once the camo shows up on your primary, then you'll be able to go along and get the shotgun to show up in your secondary. But don't edit your class after you've got it showing up if you're playing plunder or something, because you're just going to overcomplicate things and it's not going to work the same. So just keep to this method here, and that's simple as easy as you'll have the Dragon's Breath shotgun, full auto and everything. And it's not only this shotgun, it works on other shotguns too. So now that you know how to run the shotgun, let's go along and show you guys how to put the Dragon's Breath shotgun onto the shotgun so that you can actually run them and you have them built to be able to get them to spawn in game. Okay, now we're on to how to actually get Dragon's Breath ammunition equipped on the shotguns, because it's actually not here and it's not able to be selected. Now how this works is you have to own Modern Warfare variants that have Dragon's Breath ammunition on the blueprint. Now there's lots of different blueprints that actually come with Dragon's Breath. Like this blueprint here actually comes with Dragon's Breath on it as well. So there's many different blueprints that you can actually own to be able to get Dragon's Breath. So you see this one right here, this has Dragon's Breath. And it may be possible that a lot of you that actually used to run Dragon's Breath on, say, the MX Guardian or something like that, already have custom saves already set up with Dragon's Breath on them already. So if you already have that from before they removed the ability to do it, you're golden. You've already got access to the Dragon's Breath and you don't have to worry about owning a blueprint. So there's different types of players here that are going to be able to access it in a different way. Either you're somebody that already has it on a blueprint saved from previous and then you can just pull it from that, or you're somebody that needs to obtain a blueprint that has Dragon's Breath on it. Now, there's only one blueprint that I have found that's able to get the Dragon's Breath to show up on the MX Guardian. I have attempted to pull the Dragon's Breath from this right here, which is a blueprint that comes with Dragon's Breath, right? This has 12 gauge Dragon's Breath on it. Well, I attempted to put this Dragon's Breath over onto the Guardian and it did not work for me. Same with the Haymaker's Dragon's Breath. I attempted to put that one's Dragon's Breath over onto the MX Guardian and it did not work for me. The only Dragon's Breath that did work for me to transfer to the MX Guardian was Dragon's Breath from the Lockwood 600 variant right over here, that if I can find it, Palmarillis, whatever this is. This blueprint here, and I have no idea what it's from. I think it's from a previous Battle Pass blueprint, so a lot of people may have this. But this blueprint right here had 12 gauge Dragon's Breath on it, and I was able to pull from this blueprint specifically and then put that ammunition onto the MX Guardian. Now, with that said, I have been able to successfully transfer the Dragon's Breath from the Haymaker onto the other weapons. So the KV broadside, I've been able to get that running with Dragon's Breath as well, but the MX Guardian is by far the most broken one. So if you have access to this variant right here, you will be able to do it with what we're showing you with the MX Guardian. So let's go along and show you how to pull the Dragon's Breath off this gun and put it onto another one. To do that, we need to break the account by doing the broken account glitch. So let's go along and cover that. Okay, we start off in multiplayer for this. You come across, you pick any loadout and any weapon, and you need to create 2 duplicates of that weapon. So duplicate once and then duplicate that duplicate. Then we've got 2 like this. One we equipped in multiplayer online loadout, the other one in our private match loadout. So we'll do that right now. And we equip the other one in private match. Once we've got both of those equipped, then we head over into zombies mode. From zombies mode, we delete those 2 duplicates that we just made. Then, after we've deleted those 2 duplicates, we go back into multiplayer private match. We find that duplicate that we equipped there just a second ago, and we make a change to it. Simply just by adding a sight to it, just like this. Now you'll notice when you do that, that it will not actually save that. We just added 1 attachment onto a gun, but we have no gun saved with 1 attachment on it. We're now at the broken account state. Now we go back over and into Warzone. Now that we're in Warzone, we come along and we need to find a shotgun blueprint that we want to pull the ammo from. So we go to any one of our shotguns that we're trying to find. So for us, we're going to pull the Dragon's Breath ammo from this one right here. So we say a duplicate on that 2 times. Once and then again. As you will see, if we keep saying duplicate on this, it does not create more. What it's done is it's pulled all the attachments that are on that blueprint and the camo. So what's happened is now it's pulled Dragon's Breath. So now if we say create new on a gun, that gun is going to come with the attachments off that blueprint that we pulled, which includes Dragon's Breath. So now we can go along to another gun and we can equip, say create new, and it will come with the Dragon's Breath from the other gun. So now what we can do is go along and we can pick a gun to have that ammunition on it. So we go across to the MX Guardian, we say create new on the MX Guardian, and it will come with the Dragon's Breath because it's pulled it and it's compatible with the other gun. So make sure you use that blueprint if you're trying to get the Dragon's Breath to show up on the MX Guardian, okay? Now I've pulled from other blueprints and it won't get it to show up on the MX Guardian. So once we've done that, as soon as we've got the MX Guardian with the Dragon's Breath on it, that's all we do at that point. We now back out of here. We back right out to this screen right here, then we go back in. It has now saved that MX Guardian as a blueprint with those ammunition on it. So we go back to that gun, find it right here, and there it is right there. It is sitting there with the Dragon's Breath ammunition saved on it. We've now got the MX Guardian with the Dragon's Breath saved working. Then you just need to do what we just showed you before to be able to get it to work in game, guys. It's as simple as that, easy as that, and you'll be able to get it in game. Now if you were just to try and equip this as it is, Dragon's Breath is restricted and it won't work in game. That's why you have to do that certain way to be able to get them working, and you'll be able to use those shotguns as your secondaries. So smash that like button for me, subscribe if you're not already, leave me that awesome comment, keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. B-Man